In this lesson, we're going to be shrinking and installing the rear window of hatchback. As I mentioned before, there are only two types of cars in this world. One is sedan and one is hatchback. So when I say hatchback, it's small car hatchback. Also Pajero, Prado and SUVs are also included in the hatchback. And the method that I'm going to show you applies for all the hatchbacks or SUVs in the entire world. So let's start. So to do that, we need to measure the entire glass. So never measure the glass from the top. Always measure from the bottom. So this one is 113 centimeters. Now we're going to go there and get the film and then start shrinking. So as you can see, the film size is getting bigger and bigger. Make sure you hold the film firmly, not loose, because you know that if you hold the film loosely, it's going to crease itself. Not too hard, just very firmly. As you can see, I'm holding it right now. And then we're going to be putting it on the car. Now as you can see, there's because of the wiper, the film is not settled. And we're going to be removing the wiper. Now some cars will have these wipers on the top and some cars will have wipers on the bottom. So before we start shrinking anything, we need to get rid of this wiper and release the tension. To do that, slowly lift this up and feel where the wiper is. So as you can see, we have a wiper over here, and to release the tension, all we want to do is lift the film from the bottom, push it down over here, and 2 clicks out. We just want to release the tension like that and just rip it out like that. Once you do this, open the wiper and the film will settle down, as you can see. Now to shrink this window, as you can see, we have massive fingers. This is a finger we need to shrink. The rear window is curved and the film is straight. Imagine taking a spoon and putting plastic on it and applying a heat on it, and soon the plastic is going to take the shape of the spoon. So that's exactly what we're going to do over here. The glass is curved, the film is straight, and we're going to be using heat to shrink it, and this film will take the shape of this glass. To do that, we're going to be making edge. So it's going to be edge. So we're going to be locking on the sides, in the middle, and on that side. So to do that, we're going to lift this film slowly, halfway. Use our hard card and lock it up. Nice and easy without this crease. Do the same thing on the other side. Lift this up. Use your hard card and lock it up real nice. So as you can see, I locked the film in the middle. To make edge, we had to get rid of this extra material on the side. As you can see, there's a fingers on the side. Now, the films are manufactured in a way that it cannot be shrunk on the side, and hence we need to get these fingers up and down. So we just slightly with your hands, just get it up and down and then lock it up. Do the same thing on this side. Remove this excess material. As you can see, these 2 fingers, it cannot be shrunk on the side. If you shrink on the side, this is what's going to happen. Slowly, gently get these fingers up and down and then lock this up. So as you can see now, all my fingers are standing up and down. And now with heat gun, we're going to start shrinking. Okay, so now you got nice edge pattern, all the fingers standing. Now in your mind, imagine there is a box going from here to here. That's box number 1. This is box number 2. And from there to there, there's box number 3 and box number 4. So when you start shrinking, don't start with this finger and then go over here. Just finish the whole box first. So you can do box number 1 and 2 or 1 and 2. So either go finish everything at the bottom or everything on the side. Don't shrink one finger over here and one finger here, because you're gonna end up with bunch of big fingers at the middle, and you're gonna have a hard time shrinking that afterwards. Okay, let's start shrinking now. As you can see, this is a big finger. Don't start shrinking on the bottom first, always start from the top. So I'm going to hold this down and shrink. As you can see, you can see this, the film is going zigzag. That means it's shrinking. And to clear it out, we want to use this hard cut again and clear this out. As you can see, this portion is shrunk now. And we're going to be shrinking the remaining finger. We're just going to hold this film down and shrink. See how it's changing the shape of the finger? This is the finger and it's going to change the shape, as you can see. And that is shrunk. Now this portion of the film has taken the shape of the window. So as mentioned before, think in box. 4 boxes. We want to finish this whole box first, then move on to the second box. So as you can see, this is like a tree. So basically it's 2 fingers connected together. What we want to do is separate them like that. Okay, once separated, you want the fingers to be straight. I'm going to start shrinking on the top first. So when you shrink on the top, your hand should only go up till here. If you go further than this, the film will get pinched. You don't want to pinch the film, so make sure your hand doesn't go too far down. Now from 1 we're going to make it 2 more and then continue shrinking. Your hand should go in a circular motion like that. So we're not just focusing on the film, we are hitting the entire area. In the whole area, we're going to be putting our finger, burning or melting the entire film, entire region. Okay, so once we are at bottom, what we want to do is hold this film and shrink. So as you can see, you can shrink the whole thing. And then you can clear it out like that. So I'm not too much worried about the bottom, because bottom, you know, it's a panel. Our glass is somewhere over here and I'm well past the glass. But I'm still make sure everything looks perfect. That's how professionally tint is done. Now over here, you got 2. So what we're going to do is bring it over forward and then start shrinking on the top. And clear this out. If you're getting pinched while you're shrinking, if you're getting pinched with the hard cut, don't use the hard cut, just put the hard cut away. You can also do with your hands. Once the film is shrunk properly, as you can see, I can clear it out with my hand. As you can see, I can clear the whole film out with my hand, but hard cut gives us a clear picture that the entire region is shrunk properly. Now these fingers are coming back because the film is beyond the glass and it's on the panel, it's on the door. And that's why, because this is creating a tension, that's why the fingers are coming back up. But don't worry about them, they're going to be cut out soon as we make our pattern afterwards. So as we go further down, so I'm clearing the bottom part first and then I'll be doing the top part. As you can see, it's shrinking, so only first portion, first half of the finger, you want to clear, then go the bottom one. So hold the film down. This is what it should look like when it's shrunk. It should be all zigzag, and the film, the finger has disappeared and is taken the shape of the glass. Now we're going to be doing the top. I cleared the whole bottom part. Now we can now put this wiper down because it's done. So now we finished shrinking the bottom, box 1 and box 2. Now I'm going to start shrinking the top, box 3 and box 4. Okay, so to do the top, a heat gun. So imagine you're controlling the air. This is heat and you're controlling the air. So my heat gun, the angle is going to be like that, in an angle. As you can see, once this is clean, then my heat gun, you want to get the heat gun on the top like that, and then hold the film on the top. And as you can see, it's shrunk. So once it's shrunk, I can just clear it out easily. Okay, now same thing. It was one finger before, it's a one finger before, and we're going to separate that and make it two. In an angle, once in the angle, maybe clear this both out and just use your squeegee, your hard card where it's shrunk. Don't go beyond. Hold this finger. As you can see, now from two, I made even from one finger, I made it two more small fingers. The smaller the fingers is easier to shrink. From small one, make it two. Once everything is shrunk, just clean it out. Now the whole film has taken the shape of the glass. Continue. On the top, this is all clean. We're going to be doing the same thing. There's only two more fingers left, and then we can install afterwards. Okay, so now we shrunk the whole window. Everything is shrunk, everything has taken, the film has taken the shape of this rear glass. Now, as you can see, we finished block number 1, block number 2, block number 3, and block number 4. Everything is absolutely clean. There is no crease, nothing. And don't worry about the scratches. The seal is facing you. Always remember, seal is facing you. And that's why all these scratches is done on the seal and not the film. Your film is going to look amazing. So as you all know, knife 2 clicks out, okay, and we're going to be cutting right. So as you can see, this is a panel and this is our glass. So we're going to be cutting only 1/2 centimeter away from the glass. That means starting from here. And always remember to keep your knife at 45-degree angles. If you keep your knife like that, there is a chance that you will scratch the window at the rear of the customer's car, and customer won't be very happy. So always remember 45 degrees like that, and only 1/2 centimeter away. If it's too much, it's not going to fit in properly. Too less, you're gonna have a short film. So always 1/2 centimeter away from the glass, and make a nice clean line. Now if you can't go further, start from here. And then connect the line here, just like that. And we're gonna do this entire window, starting from here. Okay, now we're gonna be starting on this. So as you can see, this is a tail light. So never cut on the tail light, always go straight. So to do that, start from here, and we're gonna be coming back for the tail light again. Connected. Now you have 2 points from right and left. So all you have to do is either use a ruler, but if you don't want to use a ruler, go freehand, but make sure the line is straight, and that connects with the other line on the right. Yes. Right. So now we made sure that we done the shrink again and made sure everything is flat. Now we're going to be install this rear view window. What we're going to do is open the seal. As you can see, with just your nail, just peel this and remove the film halfway and spray water and put the film back. We're going to be doing the same thing on this side. Just with your nails, it's going to come off, open, and spray, and close it back. And sometimes make sure this doesn't fall back. Once it's closed, make sure it's covered. Okay, beautiful. Right, so once we spray water and put our seal back, we're going to open the door and we're going to be doing cleanup. To clean up, never use scrapers for rear window because we have heat warmers, and if you damage the heat warmers, the customer's car's heat warmers will stop working. So never ever use scrapers like we do for other windows. Over here we're going to be doing 2-step cleaning process, one with black squeegee and the other one with kitchen towels. So spray water, now once you spray water, use your black squeegee and always remember water on the side, water on the side, water on the side. This one can go in, this one. Okay, so once you're done cleaning with the squeegee, get a kitchen towel and make sure you clean the edges. Same thing on the other side. Now, take your foot, and we need to clean behind the light. So take your foot, put the kitchen towel on it, and then go in and make sure everything is clean. Take another fresh kitchen towel and run your hand on the entire glass. Make sure everything is clean, because we don't want contamination or dust coming inside our film and the glass. Make sure everything is clean. Okay, so this is clean now. Now we're going to close this door and get our film. To get the film, what we're going to do is we're going to make a roll. This is the most efficient way to install clean tint without any dust or contamination coming in our way. Now, open the door, take this film and open the door. Now remember, because this is a hatchback, the roll is going to be upside down. Okay, remember. If you can't remember, leave the roll on the window and get it up, and then get the roll from here, so you know it's a correct way. Okay, so now window is very clean. All we need to do is spray water, lots of water on the glass. Once you put lots of water on the glass, this window is ready for installation. So what I do is I open the seal, and I open the seal halfway, and I hold it with my left hand. I hold the seal with the left hand, and with the right hand it's filled. And we go over here. Now I just want to put it on the glass and slowly remove the seal. Now as you can see, my bottom is hanging, it's not touching anywhere. And I slowly remove the whole film. Once the top is stuck on the glass, I'm not done installing yet. Get the film behind the light. Now, because this film is shrunk and taken the shape of this window, all you have to do is just adjust. Make sure there's no gaps over here. So gaps, this is how it's going to look like if there's a gap. So make sure there's no gaps like this, and make sure the whole film is covering the whole glass. You're going to have a nice line over here and over here. That's it. All you have to do is squeegee water out. To squeegee water out, spray water on the film. Get your big squeegee. Now what we're going to do is lock this up. To lock it up, we're going to be doing up and down. One on the side and one on this side. So it's going to look like a cross. And if you remember, we have our 4 boxes. Box 1, box 2, box 3 and box 4 over here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is squeegee water out on left and right. Remember not to go up and down because of the heat warmers. Heat warmer is going to trap all the water. So always go on the left, on the sides. And this one, everything on the side. Same thing over here. Make sure that you don't leave any bubbles. Over here you can go down. Okay. Behind the light, take your foot and push it down. Okay. Now, this is all installed. Just to make sure, we do double check. That means we take a gray squeegee, and with the gray squeegee, we want to push all the water on the top. And there's an imaginary line in between, over here. So all the water on the side, from here, with gray squeegee, using your full strength, making sure all the water is on the bottom. Imaginary line, again, pushing all the water on the right hand side. Making sure there's no bubbles or anything like that. Okay, so this window is installed. What we're going to do is check our work. We're going to close this door and then check our work from the outside. So as you can see, this is nicely installed. Now if you find fingers like that, as I already told you, don't worry about it too much, because there's too much water that we sprayed, and let the water dried out, get it out from the panel, because the panel was up and we have sprayed too much water. Once everything is dried down, once you go back in, if you want to remove this, you can go back in once the water is dried down and use the gray squeegee, and this will be gone.
Cool.